Hello, welcome. It's me, Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. Let's talk about everything Virgo. Virgo careers. If you're in love with a Virgo, all the dislikes of Virgos, we're getting it all here. If you're into astrology, more than just the sun sign, we go deeper with that. So let's get started. Virgo season starts August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgo season is the last month of summer and marks the season of decision. Also, it's the time for harvest. Virgo is a feminine sign, and feminine signs are water signs and earth signs. So if you are one of those signs, or if you have placements with a lot of those signs, you are mostly dealing with feminine energy. A feminine sign is also considered a negative sign, not negative in the way you think, but negative meaning inward, more introverted inward energy. It is also considered yin energy. It's receptive energy. It's inward focus. There's emotional depth there. There's energy of nurturing with yin and feminine energy. There's also flexibility, gentleness, and passive expression. Express itself in a more indirect manner, often preferring not direct confrontation, okay? You think Libra is like that? They probably touch a little bit in it, but that is a masculine sign. So let's talk about the mode, right? The mode that Virgo is a mutable mode, and the other zodiac signs that are mutable are Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And what does mutable mean? It's about being adaptable, flexible, open-minded, versatile, changeable. There's restlessness with this energy, problem solving, and willing to learn. Mutable signs, they pretty much come up with solutions faster and they embrace change. Virgos arrive at the end of harvest season, hence the wheat and the grain. And every mutable sign basically changes to the next season. That's why they're so flexible and adaptable, because their job with the zodiac is to change things up. You've been stuck in this one situation. Now it's time to bring a change. Virgos are about the perfection and details. However, they are more into the endless, adaptable, and capable energy of creating, because they want to tie the end of one season with the beginning of the next. So let's talk about the element. And Virgo is an earth sign. So we know all the earth signs: Capricorns, Virgos, and Taurus. Earth signs are concerned with the physical and practical, common sense matters, stable, and of course they're passive and internal. It needs to be acted on and formed by external energy, the earth element, meaning for them, earth energy to do something, they need the external energy to do it, okay? To help do it. Earth is passive, meaning they go off of their gut reactions on life. Earth people and earth energy must be productive in positive and assertive environments, or earth energy will become more passive. Earth energy resists change, lack flexibility, represents stubborn and conservative. Now, I know I said that Virgo is mutable. Keep listening. Fire likes change while earth wants no change. Fire provides motivation while earth provides substance. They make do with what is available. They turn dreams into reality. So there's a little mutableness with that right there. Not aware of emotional considerations because it's intangible. Virgos, and we'll get into the polarity in a minute, the opposite sign of Virgo, but Virgos and Capricorn especially, because they think like we're too practical and the feelings are getting in the way. About the physical things and things of value, they like tangible and solid things, practical, but also sensual and drawn to material goods, material comfort, material security. Slow moving and persistent. Oh my gosh, Virgo in Mars, you are the slowest. Anyway, we'll keep it going. Stable, sensory awareness. Earth signs are in tune to their physical senses, work ethic, realism, conservative, nature, connected, tactile. They are very hands-on, earth energy. Being an earth sign, their powers of organization are amazing, and the skills in which Virgo has this tangible results. Okay. They can measure, compare, and assess and perfect. Taurus is the first earth sign. If we go with the zodiac, the order of the zodiac, and if you look at a chart, you can see that Taurus is after Aries. Taurus is after Aries, so it's the first earth sign in the order of the zodiac, and Taurus, and then Virgo is after Taurus when it comes to earth. So Taurus deals with the world as Virgo attempts to change itself and eventually the world next. Virgo works with natural rhythm of the earth, and they work really well when the sun, they want to wake up when the sun rises, go to bed when the sun goes down. Okay? They are really in tune with the earth. Now let's talk about the polarity. And the polarity is the opposite sign of Virgo, which is Pisces. In astrology, polarity refers to a categorization of the 12 zodiac signs into 6 pairs, each pair consisting of the signs that are opposite of each other in a zodiac wheel. These pairs are often referred to as opposite signs, and they share certain fundamental qualities and traits. Virgo's polarity is opposite sign of the wheel, like I said earlier, is Pisces. Let's explore what polarity means, shall we? And if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. I want to be very detailed, especially when we go into everything Virgo. It's all about the details. Pisces, the integration of self and contracts of the self-sacrifice in 12th house, because that's what the 12th house is, and Pisces is the 12th house energy. Together, the opposite signs, they complement each other, creating a balance of holistic representation of the qualities associated with their axis, because Pisces are on that same line, and that's the axis. Virgo's opposite sign, Pisces, offers guidance through spirituality, but Virgos wants to assist in a practical level. They don't always trust their feelings and tend to prioritize reasons over emotions. Virgo as an earth sign, Pisces is a water sign, are opposite, and they can learn a lot just from the elements alone. Emotional expression, Pisces are highly attuned to their emotions and can teach Virgo to be more open and expressive about their feelings. Virgos tend to be practical and analytical, often going towards their rational emotions. They need to learn from Pisces to embrace their emotions. Empathy and compassion. Pisces is known for being empathetic and compassionate. Virgo can learn from Pisces on how to understand and supporting others when it comes to emotional needs. Virgos are very supportive. Let's not get that wrong. However, when it comes to emotions, it's out of the box. Okay, so they can really work on Pisces' natural ability of empathy. Creativity and imagination. A Pisces is a sign that thrives in a realm of creativity and imagination. Virgo, being very detail orientated and practical, can benefit from this because they can think out of the box. They need to think a little bit out of the box. They really want to go by the rules, and this is the structure. This can enhance Virgo's problem-solving skills and bring fresh perspectives into their endeavors. Intuition. Pisces rely heavily on their intuition and their gut feelings when making decisions. Virgos, on the other hand, they rely on logic and analytics. Learning to trust their intuition a bit more, as Pisces does, can help Virgo be more well-rounded in their decisions. Going with the flow. Hence, remember I said Pisces is a water element, so it flows and flows. Virgo is earth, so it's all about being grounded. It wants no flow. And Pisces is adaptable and often goes with the flow of life, while Virgo can be rigid in their routines and plans. We'll get into those routines a little bit later. Virgo can learn from Pisces how to be more flexible and accept that not everything can be controlled or predicted. Spirituality and inner reflection, letting go of perfectionism, and accepting vulnerability is all the things that Virgo can learn from Pisces. Virgo with Pisces, together, Virgo embodies many qualities associated with the opposite sign. So not only are they opposite, but there's a lot of things that they have in common. They both have inner focus. They both have emotional sensitivity. Virgos can be emotionally sensitive and attuned to the feelings of others. They are often compassionate and caring. That part, the compassion part. They're both compassionate and caring. They're both adaptable. Virgos are flexible and adaptable because they want to make it perfect and they want to solve the problem. And they're both nurturing naturally, hence the compassion. And they're both very gentle in their communication. Now let's talk about the glyph in Virgo. The glyph, the Virgo's glyph. It is the symbol that each astrology sign has to represent their characteristics. And the Virgo glyph, like all of the zodiac signs, is simple and yet meaningful, and says a lot about Virgo. The looped M, often seen as stylized representation of a madam or a woman holding a sheaf of wheat or grain. This image reflects several essential aspects of a Virgo. It symbolizes the maiden, the virgin, the Greek virgin, and the sheaf of wheat. It symbolizes agriculture and harvest related aspects of Virgo energy. Virgo is associated with the harvest season, where the fruits of one labor are gathered and analyzed. Historically represented by the goddess of wheat and agriculture, the virgin is usually pictured holding the sheaf of wheat that symbolizes utilization of ideas and skills to benefit and nourish the world. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, that M. They're saying like that M could also mean like the ladies' legs are crossed, because they're modest and conservative, and it represents purity, modesty, industriousness, and service of others. Now, virgin before Christianity meant self-contained, other than what it means today. It really just means that someone had like control. Virgos have major control over their bodies and what they want to put in their bodies. So I'm very aware of that. And Virgo is the largest constellation in the zodiac. Its shape is said to represent Astrea, star maiden, and celestial virgin of Greek mythology. So the Virgo keyword, which I have several, is I serve, I craft, and I analyze. Now, earlier I said the opposite sign, Pisces, they can learn about being creativity, and you're going to get the sense that Virgo, they come off as creative, but they're really like craftsmen. They're really about building it and problem solving. And that is creative in its own element, but just different creativity. Their birthstone is sapphire and moscate. I'll put the meanings up here. And their flowers are morning glory, St. John's wort, veronica, velvet, monkshood, and pansy. Their tree is a nut-bearing tree, also a willow tree. Minerals is jasper. It's believed to balance energy and boost the immune system. The metal is mercury, representing for Virgo, and antiseptic for wounds used to treat skin diseases. Now, I know you're like, why are you telling me this? What's this got to do with Virgo? If you are into anything Pisces energy, which I was discussing, you can put this in your altar. Having any ailments during Virgo season, guess what? Use these, put this stuff around you, be around them. It will really help you, okay? The age that Virgo represents is 35 to 42. Middle age, some say it's a life crisis. It's a time that your heyday is over. Stop having fun, get to business, okay? Taking the ego down, all right? Because we left Leo season, and reduce the ego, humility. The color for Virgo is a lot, okay? Neutral, earthy colors, light brown, leaf brown, corn yellow. Color associated with Virgo tends to be reflected in the signs earthy and practical nature. These colors resonate with Virgo's qualities of precision, organization, and attention to detail. So we have earth tones: navy blue, forest green, gray, cream. I mean, I find these colors to be boring, but Virgo could be a little bit boring, okay? Muted pastels. And this makes me think of discussing some earth. She's really a Taurus, and my niece wants to have like pastel green, pastel yellow baby shower, and we're discussing that, but that would make sense during this Virgo season. Neutral tones, metallics, emerald green, and slate blue. I know a Virgo who said that her favorite color is navy blue. Slate blue is calm and serene color that aligns with Virgo's needs for order and a peaceful environment. And if you didn't know, each planet, each celestial being and planet has a day of the week, and the ruler of Virgo is Mercury, and Mercury's day is Wednesday. Now, on Wednesdays, let me tell you what's best done to do on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, it's better to communicate and deal with intellect, have analytical thinking, organizing and planning, learning and educating, problem solving, being very efficient, communicating with others, routine and order, organizing and planning. All that is best to do on a Wednesday, okay? Top traits for Virgos: resourcefulness, attentive, being very body conscious, and a worker. Let's put in dutiful too, okay? Now, the Virgo animal. Okay, this is interesting. Virgos love animals. You don't have to be a Virgo and love animals, but the Virgo energy is really about taking care of animals. So they really like domestic animals, dogs and cats, because, they're a little more self-sufficient. But fish could be their favorite too. Also, the rabbit and the hare. That's really a Virgo thing because they're peaceful, and they kind of are like Virgos in a sense. Virgo and rabbit are associated with the sense of peace and desire for harmony in their environment. The body part for Virgo. In traditional astrology, each zodiac sign has a certain body part. Okay, for Virgo, the ruling body part is the intestines, appendix, the intestines. Is that how you say it? Intestines or intestines? Abdomen, spleen, lower lobes, the liver, pancreas, immune system, metabolism, solar plexus, the digestive system, reproductive system. And I know that's like more Cancer, but it goes back and forth. And the uterus, which makes the earth signs especially attuned to ingredients. The digestive system is very important for Virgo, and the nervous system is very important for Virgo. And you get the nervous system because you're really dealing with Mercury energy, so there's some nervous and tension. But also Virgos worry a lot. Okay, so let's talk about the Virgo energy for the collective. After I talk about the collective, then we'll get into what a lot of people really care about. What about my sun sign? I want to know about my boyfriend. We'll get into that later. But first, let's talk about the group. Don't you want to care about you? I know you care about the collective. Everyone can't be here or just be selfish. First of all, if you are a Virgo and you're watching this and you are skipping and you want to skip because you really want to know about yourself, that says a lot about you, because Virgos are like a lot of like I. Even though they're self-sacrificing and they want to care about others, there's a lot of sense of like when you really get to know Virgo, they're really about themselves. It's very interesting. Anyway, so let's talk about the collective energy. From leaving Leo, the creative drama, Virgo brings the energy of self back to earth, adapting to meet the collective needs. Virgo approaches the physical and social universe as an obstacle to which one must adapt, a framework through which one can learn to be effective, and a reality that must be served. Coming from Leo, because we just left Leo season, we are trying to be self-sufficient in Virgo. We are totally efficient. Okay, Virgo justifies its existence by how effective it is getting along with the world. So during Virgo season with the collective, we're all going to be more practical, service-orientated. Virgos are often known as being a helper of the zodiac. Collective Virgo energy is characterized by a stronger desire to be a service of others, whether through work, volunteering, or simply assisting a friend or a family member. Analytical thinking. Virgo is associated with analytical and critical thinking. This energy encourages people to analyze situation, problem solving, and I love to call a Virgo about a problem. But as a collective, we will be able to do that and make informed decisions. It wants to pay attention to health. Notice if you are really caring about working out, that's because you're dealing with Virgo season. And also, if you care about your diet and you're really looking at the detailed ingredients, you're not just buying that jar of whatever, you're turning the jar around and you're really reading the ingredients. It's about perfectionism. Virgo energy can sometimes lead to a desire of perfection. People may set high standards for themselves and others during this season. Watch out for those people. Detail orientated. Again, remember I said Virgo energy is so slow? Well, it's because they care about the details. So we will be more thorough during Virgo season. Routine and order. I mean, ever since it's been Virgo season, I've been waking up, dropping off the kids, working out, cleaning up, getting to work. It is amazing. I get a lot of stuff done with Virgo energy, so I'm here for it. Here are the keywords for Virgo. Okay, I'm not going to read them all. Should I read them all? Okay. I'll read them all. Animals, pets, domestic service, administration, secretaries, employment, hardworking, working class, armed forces, army, service, military. That is Virgo energy because they're dutiful. They're here of service. They're here to serve. Military, Red Cross, relief work, civil service, life-saving services, public health, physicians, nurses, again, help. Service, editors, healers, tailors, sewing, file clerks, offices, books, charts, chemists, scientists, analytical, critics, practical, methodical, Detail, cleanliness, hygiene, diet, illness, disease, health, nutrition, food, poultry, produce, groceries, pantry, healthy food, harvest, wheat, grain, bees. Bees is a big thing during Virgo season. If you have Virgo energy, you're probably really into bees. Or you're probably a beekeeper if you're like Mars and Virgo. You're probably a beekeeper. Nature, loyal, kind, committed, fixated, ability, discrimination, alchemy, resolution, transmutation, dexterity. Virgos use their hands a lot. They're really good with their hands. Responsibility, retrospection, assistant, modesty, industry, criticism, abstinence, concern, self-examination, prosperity, respectability, productivity, judgment, curiosity, independence, and empathy. Yes, those are all the words for Virgos. Let's talk about the location. Now, there are a lot of locations, and these are not even all of them, that have Virgo energy. Like before, there are some locations that had Leo energy. And when you're there, it's like, why are all these celebrities here and paparazzi and it's so flashy? Well, that's Leo energy. So there are some cities that are very Virgo energy, and the cities and states, and there are cities associated with spas and health treatments, usually lend more with the Virgo energy. So Switzerland, Costa Rica, Armenia, Brazil, Crete, Paris. Did I say Crete or Crete? Paris, Mexico City, Boston, Strasbourg. I don't know how to say this. Heidelberg, Turkey, California, Alaska, Baghdad, Iraq, the Congo, Greece, Los Angeles, Jerusalem, Israel, England, Padua, Italy, Washington, D.C., Uruguay, France, and West Indies. I apologize if I mispronounce any of those locations. Okay, I'm not that well traveled, and I'm human. Okay, so Virgo effects on any planets. So, you're not just a sun in Virgo. Sorry if you're just here like, I know my sun sign. You're just not that. There's other planets that can have Virgo energy. Make them where anytime there is Virgo involved with any of the planets. So like Virgo and Mercury, Virgo and Mars, Virgo and Venus. Here we go. Make them work with extra precision and care. Mars and Uranus don't get along with Virgo like Saturn, who is steady and cautious. Saturn is perfectly fine with the sign of Virgo. Mercury is at home in Virgo. Venus does not seem to do well in Virgo sexually because the virgin and the modest part in that energy is like, okay, here we go. Boring. However, creativity is okay with Venus, especially with craftsmanship. Virgo can be changeable due to its needs to be efficient. Self-confidence can change due to the pressures. So planets will be very mutable if they have Virgo energy, and you'll be really skilled with your hands whenever like Mars in Virgo, Mercury in Virgo, okay? So that's what we have. Now let's talk about the individuals who are Virgo signs, okay? If you resonate with Virgo energy, if you're like, I'm not a sun sign, but I feel like when I read Virgo, I feel like a Virgo. You most likely resonate with Virgo energy if you have your sun in Virgo, moon in Virgo, ascendant in Virgo. That means your rising sign is Virgo. Or you have a close aspect to Mercury, born with a number of planets in the 6th house. You are born with Mercury in the 1st house, 4th house, 7th house, or 10th house. These qualities are going to be really loud and you're going to resonate with them. Okay. So you're going to be, Virgos are very analytical thinkers. They have a sharp mind and a knack for problem solving, very meticulous, okay, very concise vocabulary, quick and efficient, smart decisions, and they excel with writing, and they love to write lists, okay? They're very service orientated. You often find fulfillment in helping others, whether through your career or personal life. Service is what they show through their actions. Purpose should be served for anything, playing a supportive role. Their desire to help and be natural caregivers, deep sense of humanitarian, self-sacrificing. They make excellent teachers and healers. Desire to help others is best fulfilled by pursuing careers like doctors and nurses and psychologists. Virgos really want to feel needed and help, okay? Perfection tendencies, okay? This is amazing, but this is not amazing. Okay, let's get into this, okay? You may set high standards for yourself and strive for excellence in everything you do. Then you can be asset. But it's essential to have a balance and have some self-compassion. When Virgos are very critical, it's because they're really being critical on themselves and they're taking it out on themselves to you. So be aware of that. Virgo wants to master the tools of the world by being orderly and being dependable. Virgos strive for perfection. They have high aesthetic standards. Perfection and preparation of the material plane or body is such a big deal for them. Being very detailed and making and setting boundaries also helps with their perfection. They don't have much of an ego, but they want it to be perfect, okay? Virgo energy can be overly critical and concerned about matters that others may not even care about. Constantly worried that they might not made the right decision or missed something, or something can be fixed if they take their time. The time and the details of it. Okay, whatever. They're also very health conscious, okay? They pay attention to their diet and exercise and overall health and well-being, and are preoccupied with health and clothing or chores or typical strives, anything dealing with purity, okay? They are really strong in differentiating between what is healthy and what is unhealthy. They naturally can figure that out. So have that Virgo energy around you when you're like, is this healthy? Do you think this is healthy? Ask a Virgo. Routine lovers, they strive in a well-structured daily routine. Do not try to ruin their routine. You'll get a divorce, okay? They're natural organizers, hence why we have back to school during Virgo season, because it's like everyone get back to work and get organized and get busy. That is Virgo energy. They're into decluttering, okay? They're probably like, give them some stationery, some files, a filing, what is that? Like where you file papers, I don't know, like a file box or whatever. They love that. They want everything to be in its place. They love the work to be organized, and it goes with the attention to detail. Anyway, modesty and humility. Virgos individuals often display a modest and humble demeanor. They don't want to be in the spotlight like Leo. They want to do the work, and they really just want to be successful in completing the job and doing the job right. They're very practical, and that's connected to the modesty and their values, and they prefer like more of a simple life. I know a Virgo who's dating this guy, and she flew into town because she was just moving from one city to the next. And so the guy picks her up from the airport, and while she's in between moving, he's like, let me immediately take you to Target so you can get whatever you need. And the Virgo is like, no, I got everything I need. The gold digger in me will be like, okay, yeah, take me to Target. Like, I'll find something I need. No. They're so practical. No, I got everything. I don't need anything. Why I need that? And then to the same Virgo wants to take her to a 5-star restaurant. She looks at the menu, is like, this is too expensive. Why are we here? Virgos, get it together. Anyway, there's workers. The term worker bee. That's Virgo. Okay. Love to take on a task where they can care for and protect and organize. Virgos will be the boss, yet needs to be the need to feel effective. Okay. They don't want to just be bossy. They're hard workers. The hard work reaches into all areas of their life. So they're not just hard workers at work. They are hard workers everywhere. Okay. I am a Cancer sun, so I can sit here and lay on the couch and watch the Virgos just move around me and just do the most, and I would be perfectly content with that. I'm very crafty, form and crafts, and they put it together. Remember I said dexterity with the hands and problem solving and perfecting the craft is also what they are. Virgo wants diversity and skills and to serve life. So they're pragmatic yet cheerful. They have wit like a knife. Temperament is cold and dry, polite and courteous. Virgo minds works when you know what's happening because they're all about the plan. Okay, do not try to throw a curveball at them. They're going to be like, that wasn't the plan. That wasn't on the calendar. Very sarcastic. Withering sarcasm, cautious person, reserved, almost demure, pure, slow to warm up to things. Only after detailed examination then they're willing to help. Okay, so what is the dangers of Virgo? The Virgo people, they sometimes arouse anger and violence in others because they have a tendency to interfere their critical tongues and their unemotional attitudes. They may suffer from irrational fears such as a disease of phobia. They are scared of diseases. Okay. And I feel like they make stuff up like, oh, the doctor says I have this. That's an imbalance. That is an unbalanced Virgo. Can be distrustful and critical of others. Feeling disappointment may fuel pathological lying. Their self-loathing might cause an illness. An obsession with their physical being could make them mess with their looks, hence the plastic surgery. They also can fall prey to eating disorders because of the health and the obsession with health and plastic surgery. So you don't want to, Virgo energy is all good until it's too beyond. You don't want anything too extreme, okay? Also pricky, critical, petty, self-centered, hypochondriac, and gloomy. So let's get into some more of the negatives. They're fussy. They worry a lot. Like I said, overcritical, self-deprecating, too literal. Oh my gosh, Virgos, I'm like, are you a robot? I know the person said they're not in pain, but they're crying. They're in pain. They really will be like, well, she said she wasn't in pain. I asked her if she was in pain. And it's like, she's crying. She's holding her leg. She's in pain. Loses sight of the big picture because they're so tunnel vision and very much like, no, this is the goal. This is the focus. I can't even look over there. Okay. Shyness, worry. I said that. All work, no play. Dislike, rudeness, asking for help. They don't want to ask for help and they don't want to take the center stage. So if you have any Virgo friends, ask them if they need any help. They love books, artistic expression, and make excellent critics. If a Virgo has a meltdown, it's a big deal because they have a long fuse and they are not that emotional. So if they get emotional, help. Okay. One-sided towards practicality, fearful of thriftiness, striving for security, nerve-wracking, perfectionist, narrow-minded thinker, fanatic for security, narrow-minded with details, compulsive slave to rationality, only believes in what you can prove. Okay, Pisces and your intuition, get out of here. Virgos, I ain't got time for that. Mistrustful, only falls in love when everything is right. Oh, Virgos, please work on that. Okay. Greatest fear is the unknown because the unknown doesn't have a plan. Okay. And they have trepidation or anticipation when they don't have control. Okay. They're a freak by nature. They really are trying to hide the fact that they're a freak because they don't want they want everyone to think they're modest. And we know that's not true. They're trying to get out of that shell. Okay, so just remember that. Worry-prone, overthinking, difficulty delegating because they don't want to help out, very rigid, tendency to be self-critical, pessimism, difficulty expressing emotions, focus on material matters because we're dealing with that practicality, difficult of letting go, and struggle to be very spontaneous because of the planning. So let's talk about Virgo love, okay? Virgos who want to be in love. If you're in love with a Virgo, whatever. Here you go. You want to be a practical lover. Virgos tend to have approach of love with practicality. So don't take them to Target unless they say they need something. And also that's how they display their love, by service. And they want you to pay attention to detail, okay? Because they do. And thoughtful and considerate. Virgos are considerate and often go out their way to make their partner's life easier and comfortable. Communication is essential for people who are dealing with Virgo loves. Loyalty. Once committed, Virgos are typically very loyal and devoted to their partners. Very romantic. No, that's not Virgo. That's Pisces. They are reserved in matters of romance. They may not always express their feelings in overly dramatic or extravagant ways because they're very practical with their gestures. Need for perfections. Virgos have high standards. So make sure your feet are done and you got your toes out because the Virgos will be like, I'm not taking that girl out. She needed a manicure. She needed a pedicure. Okay. Very independent Virgos appreciate their independence and personal space. While Virgos have a practical exterior, they are often deeply sensitive and empathetic people. They don't want to show that though, but they are. Routine. They want you to answer that phone. If you say you're going to answer that phone at 1. If you said you're going to be home by 2 and it is 5 p.m., no. Virgos don't want that. They also are very into people who care about health. So if you don't care about your health, that's not attractive to them, okay? And appreciation for intellectual connections. Virgos value intellectual compatibility and enjoy engaging in thoughtful conversations with their partners. Now, if you want to track a Virgo, if you're like, ooh, I really like this Virgo guy. I wonder if he likes me. These are things you should do, okay? Be organized and tidy. Dress organized and tidy. Demonstrate attention to detail, okay? I'm trying to think, like jewelry, get your nails done. Look, have your nails be clean. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, just pay attention to detail. The Virgos like that. Okay. Show intelligence and wit. Be reliable. Virgos want responsibility because they like to stick to the plan. Respect their need for space. Express gratitude. Again, health conscious, modest, and humble. Be very supportive. Virgos appreciate constructive criticism when it's offered with care. Plan thoughtful gestures. Virgos cherish thoughtful acts of kindness. So plan something meaningful. Be patient and calm because they move slow. Engage in practical activities. Okay, like gardening, cooking, DIY projects. Show emotional stability. That's important to Virgos because they want everything to be planned. And if you're irrational and off the wall, that's too chaotic for them. And respect their routine and practice good communication. Now let's talk about what a Virgo will look like. Their hair suffers from premature grayness, dandruff, dryness. They lack body and drab color. Their hair could be kind of thin. They have delicate skin, striking in beauty. Men favor an earthy, even spotty look, unpretentious clothing because they want the natural fabrics. None of that flossiness. They have a soothing and calm presence. Animals gravitate towards Virgos. So devoted to animals and their humane treatment. Their body is dry and prone to dehydration, and facial lining is like thin. So just, Virgos drink a lot of water, but you just know they have dryness. Their nose may appear narrow and pinch as if an invisible clothespin had been applied. They're fit, agile, and petite. They have refined facial features. Virgos tend to have long, thin lips with pointed corners. They're usually on the shorter side. They move fast, like with walking and stuff. They're not like slow walkers, and because they're busy working. They're very alert, efficient. They are shy. They have high, fast voices, fine hair, tasteful dresser. They usually have small hands, sometimes a small head, and inset eyes. Their eyes are very alert and inset. They walk fast, like I said, and very youthful. And they tend to wear natural or earthy tones and colors. They dress modest. Very delicate facial features, expressive eyes because they're communicating through their eyes. Attention to skin and hair. Virgos may take care of their skin and hair. They have like well-maintained hair, even though they may not have a lot of it because they want to be very, precise and clean. Practical accessories, none of that flossy stuff. Very comfortable footwear. It's just so boring. You're coming from me. I have some like Libra placement, so I'm going to sacrifice a look, okay? Hygiene and cleanliness, healthy. They prioritize their health, so they're going to have like a very fit physique and very clean, and hygiene is so important for the Virgo energy. So let's talk about Virgo and their careers. Remember, I said a lot of service industry, secretaries, nurses, administrator, file clerks, typists, psychologists, typesetters, dental, medical assistant, social worker, veterinarian, farmer, beekeeper, printer, seamstress, tailor, Sewing and tailoring, because that's like the detail of something. Salesperson, accountant, word processing, court reporter. Oh my gosh, like there's this Virgo who has a sewing machine. And during Virgo season, I promise you I was about to buy a sewing machine. Okay, problem solving abilities. Oh wait, no, where was I? Homeopath, a repair person, mechanic, therapist, midwife, market analyst, craft person. What is this? A cartographer. What is that? Economics, economist, dentist, something with technology, crafts, teacher, specialist, and they prefer a salary job because they want to know, and they want no surprises when it comes to their income. Okay, so anything with healthcare and nursing, anything with pharmaceutical and researching, anything with accounting and finances, teaching and education, editing and proofreading, great for a Virgo. Administrative and office management. Oh my gosh, Virgos as secretary work, the best, okay, because they're in service, they want to be dutiful, and they're very organized. Oh my gosh, I will hire one in a second. Dietetics and nutrition, that's Virgo. Environmental science, graphic design and art direction. Virgos with a creative side can succeed in graphic design or art direction. What else? Culinary arts, customer service, legal professions, information technology, so any IT, Virgos can strive in IT careers. Software testing, quality assurance. Oh my gosh, quality assurance, such a Virgo. Research and analyst, Virgo. So let's talk about Mercury. That is the ruling planet of Virgo. And let's see. I talked about Mercury a lot for Gemini. So let me try to narrow it down because Mercury rules both Gemini and Virgo. And because I went in it on there, I'll just briefly go about Mercury. I'll briefly discuss some Mercury energy. Mercury is the planet about communication and intellect, analytical thinking, attention to detail, communication style, practicality, problem solving, curiosity. Virgo is the one who goes from the underworld and the top world. What is it? They travel from worlds to communicate. That is the Virgo Mercury god. Mercury is very adaptable, efficient with work habits, and very critical thinking. And that's what Mercury is in charge of. Okay, that's just like a nutshell of it. Also, 4 major asteroids also could rule Virgo. I didn't go into Virgo that much because, I discussed it in my Gemini video. But here's some other asteroids that help with Virgo that help with Mercury, because it's like, how can Mercury be in charge of Virgo and Gemini? They're so opposite. Well, here, this helps you out. Ceres is a goddess holding wheat. Vesta, that is another celestial being, is the virgin goddess who is extremely concerned with the duty and responsibilities and the duty of home and hearth. Both do not have an easy time for play. Vesta is like Saturn. It's very serious and reserved. So Vesta has a little bit of Virgo energy, okay? Pallas and Juno, some give these goddesses to Libra and Venus, but Pallas is a critical and fights intellectually. That's not much Libra, okay? And Junus is a god of domestic craft and household responsibilities. That gives some Virgo energy. So Virgo is also in charge of the 6th house. And the 6th house is about the house of integrating myself. Okay, Jupiter and Neptune detriment in this house, and Venus under falls in this house. Okay, so work and health. If you have any placements in this house, then it's all about your health and well-being, routine and work, service and helping others, pets and small animals, co-workers and subordinates, because Virgo energy is all about work. Problem solving and analysts, health and lifestyle habits, routine and order, skills and competence, healing and self-improvement, relationships with pets, and of course, physical activity and fitness. Now the tarot for Virgo is the Hermit card, and the Hermit card represents inner wisdom, solitude, attention to detail, analytical thinking, seeking enlightenment, practicality, service, and if I had a Hermit in a reading, okay, if I pulled this out, I would say it's time to seek solitude and really focus on yourself, focus on healing yourself, focus on the details and moving slow. Focus on being enlightened. Okay, when a hermit appears in a reading, it signifies a need for introspective self-reflection and a period of solitude. Okay, now let's talk about the decanates. Decanates are broken into 3 parts of each astrology in each zodiac sign. Okay, so if you have Virgo in 0 to 10 degrees, you are in the first decadent, and that usually is August 23rd to September 1st. And your ruling planet is Mercury. So you are a super Virgo, okay? And it's about Virgos who are known for being very sharp and analytical and precise and everything that I discussed earlier. That is what you are if you are aligned with 0 to 10 degrees. You can see the degrees on your natal chart. Now, if you are from 10 to 20 degrees, and you are born September 2nd to September 11th, then Saturn is your sub-ruler, okay? And it's all about being serious. Oh my gosh. Here we go. The second decan of Virgo is influenced by Saturn, the planet of determination, combined with Virgo's Mercury gives a special force for your personality. You are concerned with the details and want to plot your moves in advance so you won't make any mistake. You're probably really responsible, really disciplined, really about your career, really about your long-term goals, and very practical and structure. You need that to achieve your goals. Now, if you are the third decadent, which is September 12th to September 22nd, 20 to 30 degrees, then you have a Venus decadent. And it's probably the purity ones of the Virgos. And this is all about being very social. And Virgo, you signify you win people's way. What motivates you is a desire for approval. You have a special talent for using your words and can write and speak very charmingly. You probably write poetry. You have some type of artistic flair. You have a use for colors, or the way you dress is very interesting or pretty or nice. You care a lot about how you dress. You possess a sense of style and project a strong personal image. Yes, okay, and you are drawn to creative pursuits that are freeing, and you're your own master, okay? So let's talk about some Virgo celebrities. I didn't look up any black Virgo. Oh, okay. So here's some celebrities that are Virgos. We have Beyonce, Keke Palmer, Jack Black, Zendaya, Jada Pinkett Smith, Michael Jackson, Idris Elba, Jennifer Hudson, Taraji P. Henson, Ava DuVernay, Wiz Khalifa, Jason Derulo, Tyler Perry, Kobe Bryant, Michelle Williams, Leah Michelle, Ludacris, Nas, John Cage, B.B. King, Lance Armstrong, Stephen King, Prince Albert, Hugh Grant, Tim Burton, Oliver Stone, Harry Connick Jr., Tommy Lee Jones, Donald O'Connor, Twiggy, Cameron Diaz, Sophia Loren, Claudia Schiffer, Shania Twain, Faith Hill, Pink, Selma Hayek, Stella McCarthy, Rosie Perez, and Mother Teresa. Here is the Virgo quote. The first thing I do in the morning is brush my teeth and sharpen my tongue. Okay, and there you go. That is everything, Virgo. If you enjoy this, please check out my other videos, and I will see you next time. Bye.